Hello everybody! Welcome to Devstream 185. We were kind of talking about this before the stream started. 12-year anniversary.
We were all going through our tenure here. Like how long we've been, it's been incredible.
Oh, yeah. Is our new Dex item for this year, which is the Dex Loris Ephemera. Rue, if you'd like to come to my gameplay here. Here's Arthur with it loud and proud. As you know, the last Devstream, we kind of mic dropped it with news that there's 4 ProtoFrames coming, there's Temple the Warframe, and a heck of a lot more that you're going to see. And we're gonna kick things off with introducing to you the ProtoFrames.
You want to risk it?
Are we going in or not?
I am fuming! My penis can only get so erect.
On the left, we have Nova, ProtoFrame, also known as Kaya Velasco. You'll learn more about her. We have Temple, the Warframe, with Flare, the ProtoFrame. And then we have a duo, Saren and Frost, also known as Minerva and Velimir. You cannot romance them, and let me explain why.
Which is gay and cringe.
You can't romance them.
Oh my god, they're revolting.
You can in your heart, and you can on third-party tools that you want to models, but like in the game, the video game.
Principal interest, your principal interest should be getting some bitches, okay?
So what's Temporal Archimedea?
When we created the system of Archimedea, we always wanted to make it something that then we could implement in like new expansions with changes. It has an extra system, which is the sticker system. So these are stickers that you can collect by playing Deep Archimedea, and you can upgrade, and they'll give you certain buffs.
If you're playing Deep Archimedea and Netracells, you know you have basically like 5 searches. You use 2 for Deep Archimedea, 3 for Netracells. This uses 2 of those.
Yeah.
So your weekly option is now Temporal Archimedea, Deep Archimedea, and 1 Netracell. So Minerva and Velimir are here, and they're stationed here on the search for Major Nessie Rusalka, their protege, their military protege. You may have even noticed Frost. So Flare and Lizzie are a symbiotic duo. Lizzie is a live talking guitar that has a very different personality from Flare. Flare represents the new game mode, which we'll show later in the stream.
Today's subject. Slavery.
If you choose to engage with the Technocyte Koda system coming, we want to make sure that anytime you generate a Technocyte Koda through a computer virus, you'll always get at least 1 cosmetic.
Infested tails.
Yeah, we have an infested tail one, which I'm really excited about. And there's a lot of gorish ones, like there's a heart that comes out of your body, which
Yeah, so obviously this is our second musical frame. So we wanted it to be different than, than in the case of Octavia, is more like the melodies and composition and stuff. Your first ability, as you can see, creates flame pillars in front of you of all the enemies that you attack. If you nail the timing, again, it has 50% efficiency, and it deals way more damage. It creates more pillars. The second ability, it creates speakers that will deafen enemies in front of you, and it will add, you see those little effects around them, basically makes them more vulnerable to crits. Then the third ability is kind of we did something a little weird, which is essentially is like a dual purpose ability. From one part, it gives you a buff, which is added heat damage for you and all your allies to your weapons. And every time you get the timing right on the metronome on any ability, the duration of that buff increases and the amount of that buff increases. So you can keep growing it and growing it and growing it if you're nailing the timing. And last but not least, as you guys have seen on the middle, as you're building up from landing abilities in the metronome, you're charging up for your Exalted weapon, which is, let's see. So you get a giant flamethrower from your guitar. If you ever watched Mad Max, look
Witness me!
Yeah.
You had my curiosity.
but now you have my attention.
So here on your computer, you will see a new game mode at the top left. This is called Solstice Square, and this is defense with a twist. The twists are not limited to, obviously, the shortened wave, but we also have structured it so that at the end of each third wave batch, there's going to be a berserker coming that Victor sends, that if that berserker reaches Temple, it's not going to go well for you in the mission.
I mean, it's all right, like...
Pseudo Exalted Rework.
Pseudo Exalted, sure. Like a Yap. Pseudo Exalteds, basically they would grab the mods from your melee weapon, which, you know, unfortunately a lot of people didn't know about. And, you know, and Pseudo Exalteds now have their own melee combo, so it works very similar to the Atlas one, except it has the numbers similar to a regular melee weapon. Yeah, arcane slots and stances now provide the stances provide capacity they didn't before. So Exilus and adapters for there's a few Exalted weapons that didn't have Exilus, so now those have it. So I understand if you're in the 0.1% that did used to do that and has like an amazing ribbon, you might be feeling a little bit of the sting. And I'm sorry for that, but the other 99% of players, this is just huge for them in terms of how much more accessible this is. I give Ash what I've been calling a retouch, and that's what we did for him. Yeah, we have 4 new augments. The Wisp one is a lot of fun. I think we're going to show a video for that.
We have a little video, yeah. You can see the radiated fire field.
Wow, we really bring the fire this update.
We also have, as you saw earlier, an arcane that benefits from irradiating enemies. So, you know,
was that intentional?
Nothing's intentional. Everything's done by chance. It's a twist.
It's a twist. Another twist. Oh my God.
They just keep coming.
They just keep on coming. All right, any departing words, my friends? Start over there.
Thank you for joining us, everybody, once again. Awesome to have you here and to be able to share all the hard work that not just us are doing, but everybody else on the team.
I really have to pee, so...
Made that shit.